Alright, Speedromizer community, we are all set for our next run of Kirby and the Amazing Mirror by Lillie. Take it away.
Hello, Speedromizer! Welcome to Kirby! I am Lillie, it's /Absol, and I am joined by my amazing teacher, Soul.
Yes, hello. I'd say I dragged it into it, but honestly, it kind of jumped at the chance.
Make sure my file's deleted before anything happens.
Yes, that would help.
Yep. So, I'm probably not going to be talking much because my throat is deadly, but, I am going to begin here in, 3, 2, 1, go, and I will let Soul start talking about the game.
Yeah, so every run of this starts generally the same no matter what category. You have this little intro area right after... But let's like Meta Knight have done something. We're not sure what. We'll figure it out. But for some reason, there's 4 Kirbys now. And we're gonna call. And speaking of, we're gonna call them over so they sit on that switch, nice and pretty, so we can keep going. And we're gonna set up for probably the one of the hardest bits at the start of this run. We're gonna actually do the midstone in here, and we're gonna go to sleep. We're gonna take a nap right there.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt it one more time, but I'm also gonna get that Kirby out of here. So I'm just gonna get that Kirby over here, out of the way. Thank you, Kirby.
Yeah,
what did I just say, Kirby?
Yeah, sometimes the Kirbys will do that.
One more try. No, one more try. No, okay, never mind. There are too many Kirbys here, and not enough.
Yeah, so what Lillie was trying to do is at the start there you can do a mix, and ideally you mix for wheel, and wheel is by far your best movement in the game. It's very fast on the ground. It can jump and kind of keep his momentum going. It's decent enough for combat where we need it, but mostly it's our big movement ability. It's very, very useful. But it is a very hard mix to learn starting out. And luckily it's right at the start of the run, so if you're really dead set on doing it, you can just kind of, you're like maybe 30 seconds in, you can reset, it's fine. But, it can get a little bit rough when you're still learning. So there's this alternate strat you can do, where you use burn-in for a lot of it. It is slower, but it can be a little more consistent starting out, albeit with slightly harder movement. If you want to be fancy, ooh yeah, not bad at all. If you want to be fancy, you can also just use burn-in until you get to the room with the first vein of the game. That's the little missile enemy right there on the ground. That will give you missile, and you can use that for the rest of the section. However, missile movement is very difficult to get the hang of.
Hi, Kirby. Hi, Kirby.
Yeah, I'm not sure why there's never Kirby here, but don't worry about it. Also, while we're waiting for this Warp Star cutscene, I'm just gonna bring down, Lillie found a way to break this, and I'm still not sure how it happened.
Yeah, don't ask.
Yeah, for some reason, while it was practicing, managed to do a thing where the star just kind of flew forward a bit, and then sat in place for the rest of its bit. Don't know why it happened, still don't know how we could replicate it. But anyways,
I think only one other person has replicated it so far.
Yeah, anyways, that was our first kind of mini-boss of the run, Mr. Frosty. Unless you're playing on English, in which case it is Mr. Flosty. Don't ask. Also, we're gonna be hitting a bunch of switches through this room, and I guess I should actually explain what this category actually is. So, this is all gold games, where the short version, we're not going to fight any major boss of the game. There are, I think it's 16 gold games in the entire run.
16. And
these are generally at dead ends. It's the game's way of saying you completed a section, go back to hub, but you didn't do anything, like, important.
Hey, games are important, it gives you a sense of completion.
You know what, sure.
I want this battery, I'm like at no battery, and I need battery in the next...
Yeah, battery is very useful when you need it. But yeah, this path ultimately diverges a fair bit from like a traditional 80% run of the game where you are fighting bosses. So what's gonna happen is we hit that first switch. That's gonna actually be very important later. We are gonna come back towards this area of the game.
It's a special tool that'll help us later.
Exactly. The other big thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this other bid switch, and this is our bid way to like leave the hub in general. So now that we have this, we can leave. Like we have a boss there, it's King Golem. He's basically Wispy Woods except he's a rock. Don't worry about it. He's not showing up.
You know, of course, like the one time I was hoping Kirby would keep a cutting attack. They don't keep a cutting attack.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. However, this does mean we get to potentially show off the really neat strat here. So what Lillie is going to do is it's going to get hit by this droppy. It's going to turn into a wheelie, and then that's going to let us get cutter. We cut the rope, we get wheel back. Beautiful.
That is one of the tricks I've been struggling on this for this practice. So I'm glad it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts to that strat. Just sometimes the droppy will just immediately go too far and despawn. You might accidentally kill the enemy, and then that way you lose wheels, so you can't get it back. Or if you're not lucky with, say, after you cut the rope, it might just ride off into the sunset, and that's it. It's gone. But the ideal is you lose wheel, it becomes a wheelie, you get cutter, break it, cut the rope, get wheel back. Alternately, if things work out better for you, the Kirbys may actually carry a cut-in ability on their own. So if they have Sword Cutter or Cupid, or Angel as it's called in the Japanese version, you can use that to cut the rope by just simply calling them over. It is by far the easiest way to do it, but it is also it's complete RNG whether or not they'll have the ability or if they'll keep it long enough for you to actually do it. And there's another spot like this that happens later. Where
basically end of the run.
Yeah, basically near the end of the run, and it's I think it's a 10-second difference if you have to actually switch the cutter.
That was Boxy. I hope you like Boxy. She is the most consistent character in the entire game.
Yeah. Shout out to Boxy. All my friends love Boxy. Ish.
Sure, love.
We have time for a quick donation?
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely have time for donations.
Okay, so we have as soon as I refresh this, because I didn't refresh it the first time, we have a $161.32 donation from Twitch revenue.
Ooh,
it says, all post-tax profits from the channel donated to charity. Thank you for the support. Thank you for supporting community with subs and bits. And that did go towards an incentive, and that did, in fact, go towards saying no to disco.
Hey, that's not how this works. It's
No. I am sorry. I have to respectfully disagree.
So
why are we saying no?
So the current standing for saying blank to disco is no at $211.32, and opposite no at $297 flat. This one incentive has raised $508.32. And if I could be quite serious for a moment, between 8 Speedromizer events, 8 of which they said would never happen, we have raised between QMUNITY and the Trevor Project a grand total so far of $10,123.08. That's just what we've raised so far. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Oh yeah. No, I should also add that is actually beating our last record from all the way back to Speedromizer 2.
Yep, that shattered Speedromizer 2, which stood at $2,000.97.
Yeah. So keep them coming because we could definitely make that record even higher now.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 more runs. I'm gonna throw this challenge out because I know that some members of Toho Replay Showcase are watching. If we hit $3,000, I will learn Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. So if you want to torture me,
you know what? Here, I'll do another thing. If that gets met, I will try to learn a Toho. I'm not gonna specify which one or anything like that, but I'll try to learn.
If it gets met, I will learn UFO.
Yeah. And I will
Okay,
say,
there you go. You got 3 people now.
when it comes to the saying blank to disco incentive, I will say on stream which one wins.
Yeah, it's all gonna be opposite no, right?
No, clearly it's going to be say V to disco.
Yeah, I say soul to disco. Not soul, my teacher, but soul like an Absol. Because it's absolutely amazing.
That pun has been doing dividends.
I know,
really has.
That pun has been, like, throughout this marathon, because I have been donating every time somebody makes a joke.
So, seriously, thank you for all your donations. We have a bunch more runs. Let's hit at least 2,500 by the end of today. I know we can do it. And with that, I leave it back to you.
Yeah, so we kind of skimmed over, like, all of that section, and honestly, there's not a lot to that section. It's really a lot of what you just saw, moving around with a wheel to get basically from point A to point B. But pretty much most of the gold games also have a mini-boss near the end. So, for example, like, we had Moonlight Boxy. That one is actually got a boxer in there. You will not see him until way later, and for good reason, because no one I know likes Boxer. Boxer is very mean. He likes to run towards you. He likes to just grab you and punch you and everything. It's just generally a nuisance. So the less you have to deal with him, the better. He is, however, a very good boy otherwise.
Well, as somebody who does not like dogs, they are a very bad boy.
Rip.
Of course, this. Hi, Sparky. Oh, okay. Goodbye, Wheel. Goodbye, Wheel.
So Sparky is also
Tornado does not break bombs. Okay.
I don't know if I want to say a friend, but there. It does Sparky things like jump around and try to electrify you and stuff like that. It's fun.
Good news is we didn't need Wheel anyways, because we were gonna get rid of Wheel here, right at this section anyways.
Yeah, thankfully Wheel is going to be taking a temporary break, and this is one of the few times you're going to actually see Sword in this run. And it's just for that mainly, and the mini-boss at the end of this section. But otherwise we're going to actually grab Missile, and Missile is awkward. So, honestly, I equate moving around with this to kind of moving around a marble. Like, Kirby has momentum as he moves around with this, and will kind of like slide a little as you change directions and trajectory. So it can make running around with it pretty difficult, especially trying to do like finer movements. It also explodes on contact with any wall or enemy. And we're just gonna play it a little.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
I'm gonna die in the next room anyways, so I can have like full HP.
Yeah, so you'll probably want to take a hit before pushing in there.
Alright, so...
And this will make things a lot safer.
Alright, so... that was UFO. Hope you all liked it. We're never gonna see UFO again. I mean... That was Missile. We're not gonna see Missile for a while. And Seth, how do you like Wheel?
Yeah, so this mitts is actually a very safe one, because you can just inhale the enemies, press down, and just let the whole roulette play out. Mitts in this game are not random. They are given a certain starting point based on the enemies you eat, and are completely consistent as long as you have the muscle memory for it. So learning misses is really just a matter of knowing the timing. They are kind of tight. It's a 4-frame window. This is the other time we'll see Sword. And this is, in English, this is known as Bombard. It's a plane. No, it is not a bird. It gives us Missile.
Sure, it's a plane.
I'd like to hope so. I'd like to hope so. I'm pretty sure it didn't look like a headshot or something. But anyways, as we start going towards the next section, I should also explain kind of what the gold games actually do. So, like I mentioned earlier, they are basically this game's kind of like dead ends. It finishes like a quote-unquote stage. A stage just being you've reached the end point of something. That be like a boss or a gold game, something of that sort. But the main thing is each goal game lasts anywhere from 5 to 15 seconds, indicated by that little countdown. And during it, you're able to freely move around on the warp star and get any sort of like pickups that you can, like food to get your health back, extra lives. In fact, the thing showers you in extra lives during those. Batteries to recharge the cell phones, so that way we can keep calling the Kirby's if we need to. Stuff like that. The other ways don't really serve a purpose other than like entering the room entering the room before the goal game, which does count towards percentage for 100%. But otherwise, it's not terribly important. But we're done with Missile for a little while now, and we're gonna try to get this giant Rocky. And I hope you like Boxy, because here's Boxy again, and now we're just gonna throw a rock at her. And that's it. That's the fight.
You could say we're smashing through this.
Stone is very strong. Also, I see the pun you went for.
I got no idea what you're talking about. I am stoned. My face is like has a very stony expression.
Yeah, it's almost like certain abilities are in this game or something.
Alright, so, coming up in this next room section here, there is a mix I could do. I'm not gonna do it, it's hard. Instead, how do you like a wheel?
Yeah, so for all of,
okay, and there's a map.
We love the little map grab, let's go.
Oh.
Anyways, so in this room, you see these two enemies. You can do a setup where Kirby puffs into one of them and then just kind of like pops over the blocks, gets them both, and then you kind of have to match for it a little bit, but it gives you wheel as the first possible ability you can get.
Oh, okay. Hi, you two.
It's definitely the faster way to do things here, but it's also, again, kind of a difficult setup. It has a few moving parts, much like any other mission this game does. The hard part is really just managing to do the movement. There's a similar mitts like it later on. It's actually a really big one that we use to get UFO during a spot.
I'm not doing that one either.
I don't know if it's gonna do that one, but there's your answer. Don't.
Okay. Got through the hard section of this like segment.
Yeah, now we don't have to worry about the underwater sections. Underwater is very scary. If you lose your ability, it is almost assuredly gone in nearly every circumstance, unless you can get to the surface. And if you don't, then you cry.
You see here how the water was like all blocked off by tiles. If I lost the power up down there and it hit the top of the tiles, that power would just despawn. Oh,
it just breaks and that's it. This is also one of the few sections that doesn't have a mini boss in it. In my own splits and the splits that I gave to Lillie, this is known as the Olive Wheelie section, and it is called that because, as you will see in the next room, there's a lot of wheelies.
You could say it's rolling to the fun.
You just say there's a lot of wheeling and dealing.
I'm not getting very tired of this at all.
Are you sure? It is a good year after all. Let me quite the Michelin star experience. And yes, I can make that joke because the Michelin star stuff is in reference to Michelin, the tire company. Anyways, as we start making our way towards Radish Ruins, this is the good time for any messages, if our host has any.
Yeah,
other than to stop making puns.
Sorry, I'm too tired to come up with a response.
Understandable. Ooh, very lucky save.
Nothing to read yet. Just keep pushing. We're gonna keep pushing those last 3 incentives or polls. So
and remember, any of it goes towards the community, which I know it helps them out a bunch. No!
Okay.
You didn't get burn in here.
Yeah, there's burning here, and I can just get wheel back once I get to the next section. Or next button.
Honestly, the hardest part, especially for earlier Kirby, anytime you take damage, your ability is just thrown off of you. The modern games are a little bit better about it because it's not a guaranteed chance. It's sometimes like 50-50 or some other percentage, or there's some other rules at play. In the older games, that is not the case. You are just
this is okay. Yeah, that's what I say. This is the bottom left switch. I want to make sure of.
You're in.
I don't want beam. Don't give me beam.
No, we not beam.
You could say it's Soul is the very beam queen. This is bottom left.
Do I dare show you beam percent eventually?
I plead the fifth.
You probably don't want to see it because beam in this game does pretty low damage actually. I learned that the hard way. However, I will do parasol percent. Parasol percent. Shout out to another Mr. Mirror runner, Porpoise Drive, who has actually done that run. And parasol movement in this game is actually kind of wild. You use a lot of the momentum from floating around with it. And it actually does a lot. It actually does surprisingly good damage. Like it's actually even a speedrun strat for one boss in any percent.
Oh, I forgot. You're here.
Just go back. Yeah, just go back the door. You're fine. Yeah.
I completely forgot that one is that thing. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Save.
Yeah. So that enemy is called a Mira, and what it does is it's very easily frightened. So if Kirby is currently dashing towards the enemy, and that includes if you're in a move animation, if you're doing that, if you attack right near them, or if you do like an air puff right next to them, they get scared and will immediately go underground, and then you can't use them as a door. Luckily, there's only a couple that we do this with, and that's probably
save the wheel! Save the wheel! The wheel's been saved. Sorry.
We love to let you say like that, honestly. Don't worry. I would have like a very similar reaction because I would have been like, oh, it's gone.
Bye, wheel. Now it's gone. And this is like the worst part of getting on because this is like a very long section, and I don't think there's burden in this room at all.
There is not.
No, I don't remember anything of burning. I can't really do a mix here at all.
No, so what you'll probably want to do is get fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fire
and carry that
into
the mini boss.
Yeah, I was gonna get fire in the mini bot.
But yeah,
if I don't get hit by everything.
But yeah, early Kirby, especially like there's like NES, GBA. It's very easy to just lose your ability completely. And honestly, a part of kind of learning these runs is also having to learn, like, what do you do is say I don't have the speedrun ability. I lost wheel. Just stuff happens. And you kind of have to start like really thinking on the fly and grabbing something else that works. Ice here.
Yeah, I'm up to...
Ice is actually surprisingly good for damage in this. But the reason fire is.
Or Boxy is going to kind of gatekeep ice from me. Okay, bye, Boxy.
Yeah,
we're going to Olive next. Yeah, Olive next.
Yeah, luckily Ice is surprisingly good. Also, I hope you've been enjoying Boxy. That is the second to last appearance of her in the run. I've got a surprise for you. She is the next thing. She is immediately followed up by Boxy. You know, in case you wanted a Boxy for your Boxy fight.
Yeah, I want a Boxy for my Boxy so Boxy can Boxy while I Boxy.
Would you like that boxed up?
Yes.
Yep. Quite well. Preferably with no explosives tied to it.
No promises.
It's quite a pleasant surprise. Alright.
But yeah, we've actually been here pretty recently, but we're coming back here next, and now we're doing the other door that's in the final room. That door will actually take us into Olive Ocean proper. It's a big old underwater section, and as you might imagine, it is very scary because we've already established being underwater is kind of just a little rough for keeping your ability if you aren't good at like avoiding damage. And there's a lot of enemies, so sometimes even for like a top runner.
So, what's your favorite enemy and why is it Bach? Okay, I'm gonna do this and try to.
Those flippers are not gonna do that, but you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it that way, and now you get it.
I'm like trying to like piece together. Do I have enough time to get my copy ability back?
You easily do. You have honestly, you have like a solid like 5+ seconds.
I don't think you trust the. I don't think you understand how much I trust my comp. Okay.
Well, there it goes.
I don't think you trust how. I'm gonna grab bomb here.
You will probably want bomb, or you'll probably want.
Okay. Kirby's unite.
Yeah, so this is one case where we actually want the Kirby's. We actually might want Red to lose UFO here. You might want to grab that if you can.
Oh,
never mind.
Never mind.
If things had worked out a little bit better, there was a chance to get UFO for free and not have to do anything relating to the mix here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try.
But that's okay.
Do you remember the
Yes. So the way you do this is you puff into water and then you kind of you did that a little too early.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically you puff into water, you get about on level with that first Foley, and then you hold A as you leave, and then you kind of just pop
I will do the slow strat then.
It is, so the slow strat for this is actually a little bit different. It used to be what we call sword step, where you would get sword and carry sword. Sword step is actually slower compared to just keeping wheel if you have wheel still. Because otherwise what we have to do is, we carry sword, we call the Kirby's.
Oh.
Yeah,
Never mind!
So,
okay.
Yeah, so just go the long way. But we have recently found that it is actually faster to just maintain wheel here instead.
You know what? Just so I have something to get me through this second.
Honestly, beam is actually not bad for the regular enemies.
I say this as like I am being surrounded by Waddle Dees. Sorry, Waddle Doos.
Yeah, so it sounds like beam is kind of low damage. Against enemies, it's kind of not really an issue, because regular enemies will take a bunch of hits from it, and you'll one-shot almost any of them as a result.
I see tornado and I see fire. That's not
good. For mini bosses, it's a little bit different. You only do up to 3 hits on them, and same for regular bosses.
Never mind.
Floppy is also a Waddle Doo now.
That's a pink Waddle Doo, so it's like the best color.
Exactly. Unfortunately, pink Waddle Doos aren't a thing.
Hey, no, that was a pink Waddle Doo. You just saw it.
But I have to settle for the red.
Should I just keep going powerless here, or should I actually grab it?
At this point, you would just keep going powerless. There's no point to. There's like a room, but by the time you get there, you can get burning.
Good point. I forgot burning's in that room.
So like you have like underwater movement is pretty much what you're gonna be doing anyways right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now, it's basically underwater stuff. If you had UFO, it'd be a little different because you didn't move around a little more freely, even though UFO is slowed down slightly. Despite this, it ends up being by far the fastest ability for this section because of just lots of freedom. You don't have to really worry about almost any threat as long as you're careful. And you have great range for just anything you need to do, and a lot of attack power behind it. But it is a easier said mix. The mix that you would do for that is also technically what we consider an 8-frame trick because you can use fire to also break the bomb block. And while that is ultimately slower than UFO, it is still faster than Sword Step and going through the long way. But we are coming up towards the end of this section. So a lot of just swimming with the currents, hopefully avoiding the spikes. They quickly warns you like, hey, there's gonna be spikes.
Okay, this is like last room at least before boss.
Yeah, and then for the mini boss, we did fire. We go to Mr. Frosty. We say hi, and that's it. That's the fight.
Right, there was a fight there.
Yeah, he doesn't get to do a whole lot. Fire does. I'm pretty sure fire actually does extra damage to him.
It's better.
I'm pretty sure there is actually elemental stuff at play for it.
I mean,
it's not the only ability like this.
That would make sense for what we're about to see.
Yeah, it's not the only ability like this. There's another boss in here, Meta Titan. Meta Titan is notable for being impervious to most forms of damage. With one big exception, it is weak to electrical attacks. So if you are... Also, here's Missile again. Told you it'd be back later.
Hey,
and also, look...
It's an important tool that's going to help us later.
Yeah, and also look, it's the switch from before as well.
Hey, you remember this from the very beginning of the game?
Me neither.
Okay, what'll do, leave me alone.
And I've actually lost my train of thought. But yeah, we need to miss all to break those blocks, and after that, honestly, we don't actually need miss all anymore. So that room is very tricky to navigate. It can be done. It's really stylish, but it's not a big deal. You lose it.
Momentum!
Because you didn't just kind of like fly around and.
Okay, I was too low.
Jump into a pit. Jump into a pit. Good job. Good job. I'm proud of you.
I am not donating for deaths. I've already used all my donation money on the argument last night. I mean, the sleeping last night.
Mom and Dad, stop fighting.
That was like still my favorite thing that happened.
But yeah, a little bit of ability swapping around in here because we did burn in for like that little bit, makes that first section slightly nicer. And then we did stone, which we have another mini boss here. It's gonna be Batifier. It is a bat made of fire. And as
are you sure it's a bat? It could be a cat. Look at that :3.
Yeah, also :3's in chat. But yeah, this is Batifier. And
I am being blocked by Batifier.
And as you might expect, Rock is super effective against fire and flying.
It was like still like a good segment looking at my splits even though...
I use that joke a lot.
Wonder why.
Anyway.
I'm like trying to think of any fire flying type Pokemon. Oh wait, Moltres and Ho-Oh.
There's a few.
And Talonflame. And Kirby. Wait,
how does Kirby's follow? Never mind, I don't want to know.
Bottom right. Left. Okay. So ideally, I want to keep stone for this section for one specific part in the final room.
Yeah, it's just Stone's whole thing is while it's in use, you're completely invulnerable to damage. Like enemies actually just pass over you, nothing hits you. But Stone can be a little awkward to use, and if you are unfortunate enough to use it and just land on top of a thing and they're just able to keep passing over you, then you don't have a safe way to get through.
And you see, like there, I lost Stone, so now I get to... I'm mostly just gonna damage boost. I got enough HP.
Yeah, in this case, it is now we damage boost through this room. This room is actually very scary sorting out because of it.
I am gonna grab Burning here. Just for safety against this boxer. That boxer has killed me a couple times.
Don't worry, that boxer is absolutely the gatekeeper of this section.
Like, okay. Oh! Oh my gosh!
The last hit point is the only one that matters. After,
that is true. Oh, I missed the... Okay, I got it.
You're fine.
I got the tomato. Alright.
Yeah, Classic Taste where the gold rays are very useful for keeping your health up. Especially after that one, it is definitely the scariest section.
That was a gold.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Wait, yeah, right, left. I'm going to Waterfall. Yeah, waterfall room.
Yeah,
I'm like,
rainbow hand. Yeah, you just
Yep.
rainbow hand.
Yep. I'm like, okay, like on the too many paths to remember.
Yeah, it is called that because there is a unique cameo in this game. Who all here knows of Smash?
No. What do you mean? That they came from Kirby, obviously.
Listen.
No.
Wow. Okay.
You're not my mom. You can't tell me what to do.
Anyway,
I am going to get attacked here.
Anyways, the mini boss here is Master Hand, from Smash. It even gives you the Smash moveset. It's really cool. It's a very rare ability in the series. It's only been in 3 entries. This game, Dream Collection, and Planet Robobot.
I know it's like used in the like 100% routes. This is like really good.
Yeah, Smash is actually really good in general. It's great. It's great for damage. You did basically Kirby's melee moveset, so it's like a lot of his neutrals and then the specials. So you have Stone, you have Hammer, you have Cutter. And they're all really, really good. They're very useful. It handles a ton of puzzles. It handle pretty much any boss you need to. In fact, if you do boss endurance, Smash is the main ability you use for most of it. Until you get to the end, and then you use UFO.
I lost Wheelie earlier, but I need to keep Wheelies through this part.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Radish Emerald, named not for the mini boss, but for the emerald spray paint that is at the end of the section.
Oh, that's where the emerald spray paint is.
Yeah, it is below the door that you actually go through.
And what makes it
just near the bottom.
What makes it worse is that there's a cannon that just shoots you into the door.
Yeah, so you have to like go out of your way to like walk backwards and
Hey,
go
look,
down
the door.
Thing.
That's like a first frame door entry.
Yeah, it is very much meant to be kind of a new player trap. Where you go through the door not thinking about it, and you're like, where's the treasure chest? And then you have to like do that if you're not thinking about it. It's also one of the shortest splits in the entire run. It could be as quick as like 45 seconds. Because it is just straight up, you start from like the midpoint of Emerald, you go through a couple doors, and you're done. Anyways, Peppermint Palace, my beloved, one of my favorite tracks in this game.
I like this. Like has my favorite soundtrack in the game. Next, like it's up there, like honestly, with Candy Constellation.
Candy Constellation is also very good. It's also this game's ice section, as you can kind of tell just from all the ice.
I don't see any ice
like,
there.
Surprise! The ice section is icy. Who would have thunk?
Hi, kitty.
But right now it is kind of just more of a means to an end. Because our actual destination is in fact Candy Constellation. That's actually where we're going. So now,
I'm doing a peppermint faker right now.
You're in fact doing a peppermint thing, but you almost got peppermint beamed.
I know. I must say, I'm doing peppermint faker that I'm like, oh yeah, no, the waddle dude just told me I was faking.
For reference, it's because there's a Shadow Kirby at the end of that. Shadow Kirby is effectively just Mirror World Kirby. In this game, that Kirby is actually more of an ally than anything because it, much like Kirby, just kind of wants to figure out what's going on and try to fix things. Every other iteration of Shadow Kirby that has shown up since, is basically an enemy. It's basically a foe. Because the mirror world is well, certainly Disney World.
Okay, goodbye, wheel.
And that is a wheel.
That is a wheel.
That is wheeled off into the sunset. By the way, fun fact: if you ever want the Smash ability, just inhale 2 naughty and let the play. Inhale a naughty with another enemy and let the mix play out.
I don't know what that enemy is.
It is called a naughty. It gives you sleep.
I'm probably want wheel for this next section, wheel or blast, because it's like next room's pretty long. No.
You might want wheel, but this is also probably the trickiest room of the run.
Yeah, I'm like, it's one of the rooms I struggle with, even like with wheel. But no matter what, there is like an alt path for this one with burning. So like, I'm not too worried because you get burning in the next room. I'm not too worried.
Yeah, and
that was
honestly, Kirby. And honestly, no ability, Kirby actually shmoos a fair bit in this game.
I'm about to say that was like really good for me for copyless.
Yeah, also shoutouts to the fact that there is actually a no copy abilities run for this game. Although I guess it's technically one copy ability because
okay, goodbye burning.
You do actually need to use master.
Alright, I'm gonna grab Spark here just for what I'm about to do. Yeah, so that way
we have a second ability we can here. So we're gonna drop that, we're gonna grab these two enemies, and we have Boxer to worry about, and we're just gonna throw a double at him.
Never mind! Oh, he walked! He walked anyways!
He actually, that was kind of stuffed and it worked out. Let's go.
That is not how that was supposed to go at all, but that was like perfect.
Yeah, so that's Boxer. As I've established, nobody likes Boxer. He's a good boy, but he's also a very annoying boy. So yeah, that's what we do is we did a double star, we bait out an attack, and then while he is what I like to call walky, where he just walks from one side of the room to the other, you just throw the star at him, it hits him twice, and then the fight is over.
Hey, remember this room that we were just in? We're gonna go back in it. But now we're gonna go the other way.
Yeah, now we're probably going back down here. It's going down now.
It's going down for real.
No.
No! We had two different songs going. From two completely different genres.
I'm not sure which one you had in mind.
Yeah.
I used this as an excuse for a Persona 3 joke.
I know you did. I know that song. That's specifically.
I figured you would.
Specifically the one from Reload.
Yeah, that was the point.
But I run Fez.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a world record for Reload for like at one point, but still.
Oh. Anyways, while we finish going through this section, if there's any messages, this would be a good time for them as we finish wheeling through. And if not, that is all good too. There was a battle fire down there. We don't fight it because we don't have to. You can do trolling 3s in chat if you'd like, but avoid, don't worry about it. It's there. It's vibing. It's having a good time. And we don't have to like ruin their fun.
Colon 3C.
Also, we're getting pretty close to the end of this run.
Like 3 sections left. And here we're doing Fampy. Oh, yeah. Wrong way. Wrong way. That's towards Faker. Now we're going towards Fampy. Let's see here. What are the chances that we get the fun thing happening?
Well, right now we have Laser and Cutter on yellow and red, and
that's Hammer, not Cutter.
Our good friend Bean is the green Kirby. Has nothing, so we're gonna find out. Ideally we want. Go on.
Alright, we got till the end of this room to see what they're gonna get. And it's nothing.
Ideally we want one of them to have a slicing ability. So again, like Sword Cutter or Cupid. Smash would technically qualify, however, the AI in this game, the CPUs are very bad about like knowing their full movesets. And so they will almost never actually use
I do not like going bottom path. Bottom path is scary for that room.
And if they don't, we have to do it ourselves, so we have to grab Cutter. Thankfully, if we want, there is a myth you can do here.
Yeah. This one's an instant
and you didn't wheel pretty much immediately. Ooh, which is a little too early.
That was too far. Oh, now I don't have the block.
You're fine.
I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah,
Fancy with
honestly,
ice.
ice is an okay alternative for this.
I'm okay with Fancy with ice.
Yeah, so this is Fan. Fan is a friend. Fan likes to throw Kirby around. Fan has lots of nicknames, including Fanpy. The Japanese community seems to love the Fanpy reference. But I've seen several like Japanese videos, and they'll have like an image of Fanpy when talking about Fan. Is great.
Okay.
And to be fair, it also rolls around. Fanpy also rolls around like Fan does, so it works out.
Yep. All right. So I would say like yeah, we are getting pretty close. We got 2 more sections, and they're both really short sections. Except for the last section. I am gonna do this. This.
Yeah, we only have 2 sections left now.
Yeah.
So we have we're going back to Peppermint for our second to last gold game, and then we're gonna be bringing ourselves back the Candy Constellation for the last one.
And I hope you like Wheel, because we're only gonna be using Wheel for a couple more minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
it's mostly Wheel's time to shine until the very, very end of this, where we actually use Fire. We just Fire ends up being faster on Bonkers if you don't get like a good double star setup, and it is very hard to get a double star setup.
I am okay losing Wheel there because there is a Wheel in the next room.
Yeah, if you're gonna lose Wheel anywhere, that is probably one of the best. That's
Never
fine.
mind.
Enemies respawn very easily in this game, so we'll just move up a little bit.
Okay, one HP for final room.
It's fine. It's one more HP than you need.
Oh wait, I forgot there's meat down there.
Very nice frozen meat.
Yeah, look, I would have died there. That's like the one part of like the room I do not like, is that specific section.
Yeah, this room is mostly just wheeling through it as we can. Sometimes Shadow Kirby shows up. I forget what makes him not. Because there are actually conditions that'll make Shadow Kirby not.
I don't think I've ever seen Shadow Kirby in that room.
It's a random chance.
Also, I like how 2 Kirbys have a hammer. Alright, so time is going to end, basically, when I start the goal game and Kirby does this little, like, dance, the little last sound of the dance.
The little dance you've been seeing at the end of this, we time it to the final note of the dance.
Yep.
It's very noticeable. Kirby does, like, a little pose and everything.
Okay, okay, goodbye, Wheel.
But yeah, we're going back through this room again, as you might notice. And this time we're gonna go bottom path, which would, if we kept going from here, would ultimately take us further, deeper into the constellation and towards the bosses of this area, which are Master and Crazy Hand are both here.
Oh, as you could say that everyone is. No, I want this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. I see what you're doing.
I want this. Even though I know there's like one further down, but I don't like the ones further down. They're aggressive.
Honestly, that one's easily fine.
See, like that one's aggressive. This one's also aggressive. Oh, hi! I'm sorry for talking about you like that. Please forgive me.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Hey, look, like that one's aggressive. He's like very aggressive, burn-in thingy. I am bad at power-up names.
It's okay. We are almost at the end of this, so...
Yeah. One more room, and we are done.
Yep. And then we just wrap fire, and then we say hi to Bonkers, pretty much. So yeah, time will be coming up very, very soon here, within the next, like, minute. Okay, well, that's Bonkers. And that should be... I think you had enough damage with the star. No, I was like one hit off. I've done that before. I was one hit off. All right, so time is coming up here in 15 seconds. Yeah, so I guess in the meantime, do you have any shout-outs? Actually, not like 5. Actually, not like maybe 10 seconds before the
shout out to Disco.
Yeah. Say
Right.
say yes to this though.
That was
Fine.
time. All right. So that is all goal games. Super fun run. Love the game.
It is a very neat run. It's a good showcase of like Amazing Mirror as a whole. Without like going into like the bosses. The bosses can be a little bit rough. But the bosses are also really fun. Stone shows up a bunch in those fights. Amongst other things. And,
I would say
let's tell the truth.
Yep. This is like honestly my first like introduction like anything Kirby speedrunning, and I definitely fell in love with the Kirby series after like learning to speedrun this. So
Yeah,
I definitely plan to learn other categories of this too, mostly looking at Hundo right now.
Yeah, I know you've been looking at that. You've been looking at Forgotten Land as well.
I know. I don't really have too much to say. Hi, I'm Lillie. I stream at twitch.tv/LillieApsel. I mostly do Mario Kart and just anything fun. Currently getting into Kirby running. Coming up in a bit.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah, no. If you like Mario Kart, coming up in a couple weeks on New Year's, I will be doing a Mario Kart World Hundo run. So if y'all like that, feel free to stop by for that.
It's going to be a very long run.
It'll be a very long run. Other than that, you can also find me on Blue Sky at lillie.waifu.rs and on Discord at LillieApsel. And I'm willing to see if Soul has anything to say.
Honestly, let me give a couple of shout outs to like the main Kirby community at large, because I know some of them also stepped up to help Lillie out in learning this run, especially Tortoise, as I mentioned earlier. He has been great at getting some resources alongside my teaching. I just as for myself though, you can find me twitch.tv/BeanTweetSoul. I go by that pretty much everywhere. I actually do a lot of Kirby running. This is the game I submitted. And it's kind of funny. It ended up where I picked up the Mario game. It picked up the Kirby game.
What are the chances?
Yeah. What are they indeed? But yeah. Apart from that, I do over platformers as well. I've also run like the GBA Metroids. Over platformer stuff, like I said. So yeah, definitely follow both of us. You're probably in for a good time regardless. Either you'll see me do Kirby stuff, or you'll see it with Mario Kart and other things.
All right. Sorry, I had I forgot I had my mic muted. Thank you for that amazing run. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more Speedromizer goodness. Welcome back to Speedromizer 8, the marathon where what you submit is not what you run. So, for those of you that are just seeing this for the first time and are thinking, "Hey, what's this all about?" Well, the way this works like any traditional marathon. You submit a game, and then you wait for the games list. However, once that games list comes out, we have what is called a draft lottery, where we randomly take your submission and we give it to another runner in the pool. And then, once everybody's games have been thoroughly shuffled over the course of an hour or so, you then have 90 days to learn that game and run it live at one of these marathons. And if this sounds like an interesting concept to you, we would be more than happy to have you at our next event, which will be Speedromizer 9. I would highly recommend checking out our Discord at speedromizer.live/discord. I actually post that here in chat. Yeah, speedromizer.live/discord. We are getting set up for our next run. Okay. Just give us a couple more minutes here. We are getting set up for the next run. Don't go anywhere.